guys, let's try to do this under 20 minutes. And first, this is my third trying to do this. I still have uploaded like unlisted the first two. So the first one is which May saw, and I also saw hers. So this parts of it might be the same. Like that's what I'm trying to say. So like I try like some of the things what she said, I said those similarly, but then some of the things she said I didn't think of, and I like this. So like it's kind of a mess of both of our opinions. Also, we kind of do watch these together, like we talk about it all the time while these survivor shows are on. Wait, I didn't even say what I'm talking about. It's 16. I watched 16. This is my I watched 16 video. So, but you said read the title. I hope you did before clicking on this. Okay, so well, links in the description for May's video. I did watch all the episodes, some more than once, and I watched some with English subs, but not all. But I kind of know what's going on, so it's enough. I did Twice Talk video, which is about the Twice members who made it to the final lineup, which I'm really happy with how the group turned out to be. Sure, it's not 100% happy, and there are things I would change a tiny bit, but overall, I think it's a good thing how it turned out to be. So that's what I'm trying to say here. And this video is focused more on the eliminated trainees and the show. So for me, this was the least stressful experience. Well, No Mercy, Kara Project, those were the really stressful ones. And well, Win, I watched it after I knew what's gonna happen. Mix and Match, yeah, Donkey is my bias, so it wasn't that good, but yeah. Okay, so I kind of knew that he has to get in, but you know. And why was this really stressful? Is because my bias is Somi, and she did well, so I was happy for her all the time. Like, I was so proud, so that way I wasn't like so stressed out, like, oh, do better, please do better, I know you're amazing. So it wasn't like that because she was amazing. And the other thing, she's really young, so I knew that I'm happy if she gets in, but also I'm like, but I can deal with her not getting in, because, yeah, obviously she can debut later. So, fighting Somi, please, do well. Well, you're already doing well, but a couple more years, please. So, I'm gonna talk about Somi first. I think she was the best from the eliminated trainees. I know I kind of sound biased, but I think if there would be a 10th member, it should be Somi. Like, she did really well no matter what area was it. She does have a unique personality, and she does have her special things that makes her to be an idol. Like, she can do taekwondo, for example, like on a show. And when Jihyo said that, of course, as expected from Somi, she did really well. One of the group performances, I was just so happy, like, oh my god, Jihyo and Somi. But yeah, Somi is young. Like, all the things that she did well, not well, is being young, born in a wrong year for this. Like, even if she does end up debuting, me liking this group, like all the time, it would be in my mind how she's too young for this. Even though I think from all the younger girls, like her age, I think she was the most ready to debut. Why? Because just by looking at all of the contestants, she didn't stand out in a negative way, like too tiny or like not grown up enough just by the looks, because she's also really tall, and she showed her talents well. Okay, she's good at dancing, she's good at singing, and like rapping was fine. Like, I don't think that Dahyun is, for example, better than Somi at rapping. And I think Somi was also one of the stronger vocalists, not the main vocalist, but from just vocalists, she was one of the stronger ones. So just like entire show is watching me being proud of her. Maybe except when she thinks, like when she got not really a negative comment, but like gone down to minor from major, she kept blaming things in her which are not the reason why she got there. So she thinks that it's her appearance. No, it's not. She thinks that her too bright personality might be the problem. No, it's not. That's what I'm trying to say. That Somi, please stop doing that. Please stop blaming these things, because they are not the reason. The only thing that you did bad is being born too late. And that's, you can't help it. What you can do is keep training and debut in the next girl group and be the best member. Okay. So like, I'm really rooting for Somi. I'm just like, she's a sunshine. I love her. And then the other two sunshines is Chaeyeon and Chaeryeong, the Chae sisters. They are not twins, please, people. They are not twins. They are not twins. So, the thing why I couldn't root for Chaeryeong until the end is because Chaeyeong got eliminated. I tried, but I couldn't because I just want to see those two together in one group. And I also think Chen is a tiny bit better dancer. And this is kind of unfair how she got eliminated in the photo shoot part, but also I can understand it. It was kind of obvious from the beginning that she's not gonna make it to the group. So yeah, I think both of them have amazing personality, and I can't wait for a group where Somi and the Chae sisters are together because so much energy, and they are so lovely, and also they love each other. As Somi, I think besides Jihyo, Somi spend the most time with Chaeryeong, probably because they are the same age. But yes, it's like I love the Chae sisters. Like I was always smiling when Chaeryeong did something adorable because she's adorable and she dances so well. I'm just so proud of her too. But I also feel like JYP is biased towards her for no reason. So so I didn't really want her in the group, but that's mainly because of her sister. So it's not because I don't like her at all, because I love Chaeryeong and Chaeyeon. I just want to see those two together. And Chaeyeon's dancing, oh my god, please watch my house dance cover with Momo, Chaeyeon and Inso, because all of the three dance so well together and they are so amazing together, which brings us to Inso. Inso didn't show much. I expected her getting eliminated. I also didn't really want her in the group, but I think she's really cute, but you just couldn't see it because she wasn't there for long, and I think she wasn't like all comfortable with the situation, like cameras, that's what I mean. So like, she was not really ready to debut. But for example, like the dance practice, I was like, that tiny camera over there and they are just doing a cover. Like she was totally not nervous at all, and all the three of them danced so well. Like sure, Momo is better, but it wasn't really showing. Like your eyes could go automatically to any of the three because they were all so good. So I'm really looking forward to a group where Chae sisters and Inso dance together. And so many like these four would be really, really good in one group. So I was like, oh, okay. So I really love Inso too, even though I don't know much of her. Probably that's the thing, but like I want to know more of her. Then Jiwon. Oh god, I'm not talking about Momo now, just the end. So Jiwon, she's so talented and she has an amazing voice. For me, she was the best vocalist out of all, and Jihyo because I'm biased. But like, Jiwon is so amazing, but she's lacking one thing, and that's confidence and believing in herself that she can do this. And I also think that was the reason she didn't get in. Like she's gorgeous, and her voice is so amazing. Like she has everything, and she's I think she's a really nice person. Like I wanted her in the group, but also I understand why she didn't end up in, and I'm just like not super sad that she didn't get in. If she still keeps practicing and getting her confidence, like those things, like I'm rooting for her too because I really want to see Jiwon in the future. So I like Jiwon, okay? So it's like fighting. Like I really, really like these 5 members, and there are the last two, Nati and Minyoung, are the two who I didn't want in the group at all. I did not, and I'm kind of glad they didn't. Okay, let me explain. First, it's not really with their talents. It's not about their talents at all. I find both of them amazingly talented. It's not about that. So what I'm gonna say about Nati has nothing to do with her talent. I think she's an amazing dancer, and she's a great choreographer as well. And she is amazing, like really amazing. I find her cute. She was nice, like you couldn't say that she wasn't nice, and she was also annoyed how she was paired up with Momo all the time. But what annoyed me more is like how she kept winning. And like the first round, I understand. Momo's Paradise Lost cover, like of course it was a perfect cover, but like it wasn't Momo. So I understand why Nati won there. That was totally. But then the next rounds, I was like, okay. Like, I didn't see that huge impact of Natty, like compared to Momo. Like I saw Momo better. Like I know I'm biased, probably that's why. That's probably why. So like the pairing was so annoying, and her fans, like Natty fans, because they were not really Natty fans. They just hated Momo's fans. Those people just hated Momo's fans, and how Momo's fans were keep saying how Momo is the best dancer and amazing. But she is, okay? Like Momo being the best dancer is a fact. Sorry, but it is. Like JYP company people would also tell you that, okay? And like her fans are like, oh no, it's like Natty is good and all. Okay, she's 13 and she doesn't speak proper Korean. Sorry, but these two reasons are enough for her to not be in this group. It's sorry, but it is enough. You can't expect a 13-year-old who doesn't even speak proper Korean to be happy in this group. Okay? Either I like the magnates having the same age, so basically two magnates in a group, so they would have someone to be with if they are really young. Because yes, you can have good relationship with the older ones, but Korea, which is really strict on like age, like you should be really polite to others, and you can't be like, even though you're really close, sometimes you just need a same age friend, a chingu. So like, and that's why like Jiyoung of Kara, like she's the perfect example of how this doesn't work. She debuted at the age of 14 and for an entire year she was lonely, even though she had a good relationship with the other Kara members. It's just she didn't have Sully, who only debuted a year later. So that's why I'm trying to say that Natty, like being so young, would have been ridiculous for her to be put in this group. Like, sorry, and also looking at her next to the others, she looked like a kid. Just looking at her, it can be seen that she's not 10 years old. Like, she's growing up, but still tiny, skinny, like a child. So it's like, just by looking at, she stood out in a negative way, just by appearance. Not ugly. I'm not like body how she looks like, and her voice. It was a childlike voice. She sings well, but I could see a child's voice, which I wouldn't want to see in here, in songs like this. So these tiny, like, it's mainly because she's young, what I'm talking about here, and that she doesn't speak Korean well. And if there would be other Thai girl, like, I could deal with that, but there is no, and her not speaking Korean well, and like not having the same age friend at least. No, sorry, no. Then, Minyoung. Okay, this is probably gonna be the same as what May said. So, no, I understand that she's an original Six Mix member, and I understand that she's a really good main vocalist. I understand all that, but I think the main problem with her was that she thought that talent is enough. She, like, being an idol is not all about being talented in singing or dancing. Like, that's not enough. And I don't like people who always comment about that and push like talent. No, personality, good teamwork, and entertainment skills. These are like almost as important as singing. Like singing, you just consider the most important because that seems to be their main job. But no, their main job is not singing, their main job is being idols. And I don't think many people understand that, okay? So you have to be a good dancer too to be an idol, because if you are bad at dancing, you're gonna bring down the entire performance of the group. So you have to be good at dancing at some level. Sure, not the best, but you have to be good at dancing. And with singing, being a weaker singer is not that a huge problem if you think about it. Like, okay, don't make them rappers, but there are those kind of talking lines you can get, or if you're just bad at live, you can get the beginning of the songs, and like, when dancing, so while dancing you can be bad at live, so they just get over with their part and then just dance. So there are solutions to solve weak vocal problems, while weak dancing not so much. I don't know why I got here. So Minyoung, back to Minyoung. And I think like she thought that, okay, I'm one of the best singers here, so I must get in the group. Like, that's the only option that JYP has. And like, no. And I think she didn't try to appeal to the audience either. Like, I felt like she was like, okay, I'm talented. Okay, what more? What more do you have? Like, okay. And there was that fight with Sana, like, and Tuyu. It's like, okay, Twice is gonna be about teamwork. I know that during trainee days, trainees are usually competing. That's why the industry is bad in a way, because the second they debut, they are supposed to act like family, the best group ever. But a month before, they were competing against each other. Especially you can see it in 16, like variety shows, like survivor shows, sorry. So, like, okay, I understand that you need to improve your skills alone, but you need to practice the performance together. And I don't know how the hell she even thought for a second that was okay for her to not go to the practices. Sure, after that she did, but like, I totally didn't understand that part of, like, what was she thinking there? It's like, what? Dahyun was in the hospital, okay, but Minyoung was just practicing her singer. And what about the choreography? Because as I remembered, you have to perform the dance as well. Like, what are you doing? So I felt like she was too invested in herself, and the only ones she really seemed close to were the other 4 original 6 Mix members, and later she was pretty close to Sana, but who knows how much of that is true, because it was only after their fight. So, I don't know, Minyoung is probably more of that artist type, or like she would suit a group like 15 and, or the other JYP duo, like, of course you know. So it's like, I don't know, she, like an idol group, she can, but only if she changes her mind, how her mind is set, because, no, please, that was just, not only that, like, how she left her group there, Tsuya and Sana were practicing all alone, but, like, I don't think her attitude was right for this show. You need to appeal to the audience, she didn't really do that, and teamwork is so important, so there were these tiny things that she needs to change her mind about it if she wants to debut in an idol group. That's what I try to say about Minyoung, and I hope she really changes in that way, because what I said about in my other video about Nayeon is true. Like, I saw Nayeon trying to change more than I saw Minyoung. In the first episode, me and editing, sure, like, Nayeon appeared as, I'm the best, that's it, like, I'm the ace. And later that, you could see her more caring side. And obviously that's only possible if she really did those things. She went there and tried to help the youngers. But in Minyoung, I was like, all I could see that suddenly she's hugging Sana more. It's like, I know, mean editing, I know, I'm not gonna judge her, and I love her singing voice, but either she becomes an artist type of singer, or she changes her mind about teamwork and audience. Like, she needs fans. That's what, like, you need to be nice to people around you so fans would start to like you. Like, okay, so that was about the girls, and I talked about Nati versus Momo and fans. Yes. Then what I liked about 16 is how they did other things besides singing and dancing. Because if you are watching a survival show, I already know that you can sing and dance, okay, because you're a trainee. Big deal that you show with me 100 times. So, photo shoot, variety, and also how the members were voting for each other, I think these were amazing ideas, and I'm really glad they included, because they are really important in idol life. And members voting, I think they did consider it in the end, because, like, why would you debut with someone you don't want to debut with? So, like 2 people forced together just because they are both really talented, and then they don't get along, just pretend for 5 or 6 years. What's the good about that? Like, nothing. So yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, companies need to be careful with this. Sure, I understand the competition, but the companies should consider putting people together who can work well, like teamwork, and not only trying to build it later. Like, yeah. And then the one thing, I'm like, when Momo was announced, that was a huge mess. They didn't make it obvious how they were picking the extra 2 members out of all the eliminated trainees. I felt so sorry for Chaeryeong. She was almost like getting her hopes up, but also was like, what the hell is going on? How could I be a member? Like, because they already, from Major, Somi, Minyoung, and Natty, I think those three were like from major to minor, so they were already talked about, or maybe Churi too. I'm not sure about that. Churi, like how she was getting to minor. No, she was already picked. Yeah, she was already minor. And there is only these three I said, and Chaeryeong in minor anymore, because there was like already 8 members in major who made it to twice. And only Chaeryeong was the one who they didn't talk about. So she kind of thought that she's gonna get in, and that was like, oh, why did you do it like that? JYP should have said from all the eliminated trainees. And like that it was like Momo didn't understand what was going on either. And I don't blame her, I don't blame anyone except for JYP and script writers, whoever did it, how they should announce it. That was a mess. Ugh. But okay, it turned out well because the 9 girls like this are good. This is gonna work out. I have a good feeling about this. And okay, one last thing I want to mention about Churi. Like, I'm just so happy she's in. Like, I'm happy with everyone, but like, how she gained all those votes, I could totally understand it. You look at her and you're just happy, you have a good feeling, and I think I didn't say this in my twice video. I think I only said this in my first talk video, which never got uploaded. Only May saw it, and she was referring to my talk there, so it's like, I need to say this. Churi is just, you have a good feeling about her, and she seems really nice, and I don't know, she just feels really natural, and she's also adorable, so I was like, Churi is amazing. All of the girls are, and I'm really happy for this group, and I'm happy how it turned out. I'm really rooting for all of these trainees, like, who didn't get in the move. Yes, Natty and Minyoung included. I'm really rooting for that. Like, Natty needs to grow up, but that's gonna happen. Like, a few years and they are gonna be all amazing, I know. And I really hope JYP doesn't do another show like this with these girls and really does debut them together and wants to keep them because they already got the publicity, and it would be stupid to just send them away. Like, even if like they don't reach your standards at one day, you know that the next week maybe they can get better again and like improve again. Like, just keep them. So I really hope, because so far it doesn't seem to really work out for the other companies who did survivor shows, and trainees are not all staying there, the company, so that's why I'm like, yeah. So I think there was one more thing, but I totally forgot. If it is, I'm trying to write something like that in the description. And this is super long, and my camera gonna get overheated because it's really bright and the sun is going there. Poor camera. So thanks for watching. Bye!